Ken Gordon, spiritual leader for Centers for Spiritual Living, coming to you with our third week, August 18th, 2019, for our Sunday themes for the month of August. And our monthly theme is Respect Other Nations and People. And today is brought to us by Reverend Val Benedict from Lake Havasu CSL and also CSL Edmonton Metro. Her topic is spirituality in action. How do we go about and do that? What activity and actions is required from us as religious scientists in order to be able to put our ideas out into the world as the collective consciousness and transform what's happening in the world? Dr. Holmes says in The Science of Mind 365, we are so used to thinking of ourselves as separate from one another that we suspect the very feeling and emotion that cause us to embrace everything in love. The one who loves the most will live the most. We meet each other only in fragments, only partially, only in a miserly way, when we refuse to open the whole avenue of our consciousness to the realization that there is but one living spirit. If our human relations are to mean the most to us, we must sense that there is hidden within, around, and through each of us divine presence manifesting itself in infinite variations. The same impulse, the same love and life, but never quite alike in any two persons. Ernest Holmes, in The Hidden Power of the Bible, wrote, "If this brotherhood of man were recognized and practiced by the world at large, all war, poverty, and need would vanish from the face of the earth. They're creations of the finite mind and were never intended to be. God views all as perfect whole. Our divisions are only apparent, they can never be real." And also in The Science of Mind, he writes, "And realizing that the world is made up of people like myself, I bless the world and affirm that it shall come under divine governance of good, and under divine providence of love, and under divine leadership of the supreme intelligence." When Dr. Holmes said that last quote, what he was talking about is spirituality in action. He was talking about actually taking something that we hold to be true and utilizing and using it in the world around us. This is something that negates the evil or the misunderstandings that go on in the world around us. What it does is it attracts and draws everyone together in a whole, unified wholeness, rather than in a separate idea or ideal that somehow or other there is a difference amongst us. It reminds us that each of us is a reflection of the other. And when we look at that from a national point of view, and we begin to see that when we look at another country as another or as a demonized ideal, that what we actually are doing is we are dividing and splitting our own self and our own consciousness. The spirituality and action that is required is for each of us to be able to view our neighbors and to be able to view those who are in other countries, no matter what that country is up to or how it's doing, as part of the wholeness that life is. And I'll tell you why we do it. Because when that happens, we will do as Dr. Holmes says. We will draw together a peaceful, unified world, one that works for everyone in its own way. God bless you. Know you're loved. See you next week.